Hello learners. Now in this module we will study history which was left in the first part, and we will also see food regulations. Food regulation is aimed at protecting the consumer's health, increasing economic viability, harmonizing well-being and engendering fair trade on foods within and between nations. For nutraceutical industries, two challenges are apparent: regulatory uncertainty and credibility of labeling claims. In the forthcoming module, we shall study the regulatory aspects of functional foods and nutraceuticals in few countries. First, we shall study the last part of history where Dr. De Phillis has confessed that nutraceuticals do not work. We shall also study the chronology of events in the history of functional foods and nutraceuticals. The history of functional foods would be incomplete if we do not mention the views of Dr. Stephen De Phillis described by Jerif K. Aronson in 2017 in his article published in British Journal of Clinical Pharmacology. Dr. Stephen De Phillis originally invented the term nutraceutical in 1989. During the 25th National Congress of the Italian Chemical Society (SCI) held at University of Calabria in 2014, he delivered a lecture on nutrition timed the nutraceutical solution, in which he confessed that nutraceuticals do not work, and the quest to demonstrate whether long-term supplementation with nutraceutical can prevent serious disease has come to an end. He stated that within the past decade, the past 10 years, many studies have been published on dietary supplements and diets, and most of them have proven that these things do not work. The results of clinical studies have shown that they do not work. Later, Dr. De Phillis explained that it may be because cell does not need them. If the cells are not deficient in them, it does not need them. The cells just do what they want to do, and there is a lack of efficacy. Why is there a lack of toxicity? And then he came up with his theory. It is called cell nutraceutical acceptance rejection theory. Dr. De Phillis did not explain this theory, he merely said it is self-explanatory. Health claims. Researches in functional foods are fruitless if not used for human health, and hence comes the role of regulations. The health claim for each functional food were defined by the three different phrases, namely nutrient function claims, other function claims and reduction of disease risk claims. We have already studied that Japan was the first country to legalize health claims under foods for specified health uses, that is FOSHU, in 1991. There were 10 categories of health claims under FOSHU were done, which are presented. Table shows categories of health claims under FOSHU. Number 1 is, category 1 is modulation of gastrointestinal conditions. Category 2, modulation of serum cholesterol level. Category 3, modulation of serum cholesterol level and gastrointestinal conditions. Category 4, modulation of blood pressure. Category 5, acceleration of mineral absorption. Category 6, acceleration of mineral absorption and modulation of gastrointestinal conditions. Category 7, promotion of bone health. Category 8, maintenance of healthy teeth. Category 9, modulation of blood sugar level. And category 10, modulation of serum triacylglycerol level and blood fat percentage. Since 1991, about 1271 products have been given green signal under FOSHU. Recently, about 400 foods have been approved under Japan's 2015 Foods with Function Claims Regulation. In the United States, the structure of function claims were expressed in the Dietary Supplement Health Education Act DSHEA in 1994. European Union established a science-based approach for concepts in functional food science as Functional Food Science in Europe, that is FUFOSE, in 1996. Codex adopted the guidelines in which the nutrient function claim was included in 1997. In India, the nutraceutical regulation was implemented in 2010 under the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, that is FSSAI Act. Let us now take a quick look of important milestones in the history of functional foods and nutraceuticals. In 1984, Dr. Arai et al. Launched project on systematic analysis and development of food functions sponsored by Japan's Ministry of Education, Science and Culture. In 1988, Arai et al. Took up second project on analysis of body modulating, that is tertiary functions of foods. In 1989, Stephen L. DeFelice, MD, founder and chairman of Foundation for Innovation in Medicine, New York, US, coined the term nutraceutical from nutrition and pharmaceutical. In 1991, the Ministry of Health and Welfare, Japan, launched the world's first policy, Foods for Specified Health Uses, that is FOSHU, for legally permitting the commercialization of some functional foods. And in 1992, third project by Arai et al. On analysis and molecular design of functional foods was undertaken. In 1993, hypoallergenic rice was the first FOSHU product approved, developed after the immunological studies. In 1994, the structure and function claims were expressed in the Dietary Supplement Health Education Act DSHEA in United States. In 1996, Functional Food Science in Europe, that is FUFOSE, established a science-based approach for concepts in functional food science. In 1997, Codex adopted the guidelines in which the nutrient function claim was included. In 2010, in India, the nutraceutical regulation was implemented under the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, that is FSSAI Act. And in 2014, Stephen L. DeFelice, MD, confessed that nutraceuticals do not work, and the quest to demonstrate whether long-term supplementation with nutraceutical can prevent serious diseases has come to an end. So learners, let us conclude. In this section, we have learned the chronology of history of functional foods and nutraceuticals. We have also seen the beginning of incorporation of functional foods in food regulations.